7:34. I am going to pull the workshop from our agenda tonight. We have a few of our council people that are out due to emergency situations with weather-related and other situations. So I am going to hold off on the workshop for the proposed ordinance regarding 5G towers until the next meeting. So I will call the regular meeting of the mayor and council to order. Please rise for a salute to the flag and a moment of silent reflection.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silent reflection. Thank you. Sunshine law, please.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by the adoption of a resolution by the mayor and council on the 7th day of January 2025, in which resolution the time and place of agenda and regular meetings commencing with January 7th were set forth. Notice the same was delivered to the Asbury Park Press, the Co-Star, and Tap Into, and a copy of the notice is posted on the borough website and on the bulletin board in Borough Hall. All meetings are open to the public.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Here.
Councilmember Scull is not here tonight, and either is Councilmember D'Antuono and DeMoro. Councilman Ventris?
Here.
Councilwoman Avaladoyle? Here.
Thank you. We have no approval of minutes. For reports of committee, I will start with Councilwoman Avaladoyle.
Thank you, Mayor. On behalf of the Tourism Commission, we have not had our first meeting yet this year, but I would like to congratulate Bob Fahey on his appointment as the Tourism Commission Chairman. Other than that, all matters are in order.
Thank you, Councilman Ventris.
Thank you, Mayor. All matters are in order.
Thank you, Council President Whitty.
All matters in order.
Thank you. For my report, I just have a couple things that I would like to share out to the public. First, we have secured a date for this year's Mayor's Bash. It will be July 10th, 2025, once again at Bar Anticipation. This past Saturday, I did hold a coffee with the mayor. We had a pretty good turnout. I want to thank everybody who came out. It was actually a balmy 40 degrees out that day, so we had a lot of people show up, which was very nice. We had three major topics, or we had a couple topics of conversation, but the major topics for the whole group were potholes. We saw some potholes that have sprung up through this winter. We have a couple areas of construction in town, and with the weather, but I've expressed the need to our DPW superintendent, our borough administrator, for the need to address those potholes once the weather clears, and we can do so. There was some concern and some questions about the amount of litter around town, which again, we will talk to a couple of the businesses that were mentioned in that conversation and talk to DPW about better litter patrol. I would like to remind our residents that it is the responsibility of the residents and business owners to keep their property clean, so please do so. And there was a couple of questions about EMS. At this time, or at this juncture, our agreement with Belmar is still in place for shared services of EMS. I know there are ongoing conversations between Belmar and other entities, which I know is reported out from the Belmar Council. But at this time, nothing has changed for us. We are still getting shared services from Belmar EMS. I, for one, am very happy with the service that we get. I think we have an excellent group of people that run Belmar EMS, and I've not heard a complaint since they started working with Lake Como. So I want to thank them for their service and their continued service to this community. We did have a couple people have concerns and complaints about streetlights being out. We have been working with JCP&L for a couple of months now on getting them into town to fix the streetlights. At last count, we had about 36 streetlights in town that were out. We will officially, I believe, tomorrow, Thursday, JCP&L will be in town with a police escort going around to fix the lights, all of the lights that we have listed that are not working. And I do have an update on our hotel revenue tax as far as up until November of 2024. the town has taken in $51,980.75 in hotel tax revenue. I say hotel tax revenue, I'm not exactly sure if that's the ordinance title, but I think you're aware of it. Other than that, all matters are in order. So I will move on to public comments on new business and the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone wishing to speak to anything listed on the consent agenda or under new business can come to the mic and do so now. Seeing none, I'll take a motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just a quick explanation of what we're gonna do here. We're gonna talk about the consent agenda in the first two pieces under new business. After we talk about the executive session, we are going to retire into executive session and then come right back out. I don't expect us to be there for more than 10 or 15 minutes, and then we will do the rest of the resolutions on the agenda. So under consent agenda, we have a
Could do them all and then do the executive session and just do the final draft of the resolution on affordable housing? It's up to you, obviously, but just in case people are interested in some of the other ones.
We can do that, that's fine, sure. Okay, we can do them all, and then we'll just hold the one on, we'll hold 2025-40 until after
And
the executive session.
Mhm.
Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So offered.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Under new business, we have a special events application, a HDSA 5K. Do we have a representative here
Yes.
for that application? Can you please come to the mic and state your name, address, and affiliation, please?
Hi, Mayor. Yeah, Jim Giardino from West Loma Branch, New Jersey, representing the Huntington's Disease Society.
Okay, can you, the Huntington, is this a 5K? Doesn't the
5K.
Huntington disease usually do a walk?
It's a combination of a 5K walk, run and walk.
Okay. You've done this before in our town, correct?
Yes.
Drew, do you have anything to add to this? I know we were talking a little bit about 5Ks.
We were. This event itself has gone through several years of being here, I believe. They have enough volunteers to subsidize the police department. We did have a conversation with the chief of police. With this event, with this particular event and the number of volunteers that they've worked with in the past, they're okay with this event. They're also okay with this route because this is the route that was agreed upon. But there is some discussion about modifying the routes for future events and any other events that would be coming forward.
And that's a discussion with the police department?
This discussion with the police department and event coordinators.
And we would address those individually by application, or is it gonna be a set route?
Ideally, it would be a set route in the future to abide by, so it's uniform. And those discussions are ongoing there.
Amy, everything's okay with insurance?
It is.
Sergeant, I know that Drew spoke for the police department. Do you have anything to add to this? Questions from the council?
I make a motion we approve it.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lee?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
Carvalho?
Yes.
All right, I appreciate you coming out. I know we didn't have a lot of questions for you, but
No, thank you,
just in
Mayor.
case we did, thank you very much. We have resolution 2025-36 offered by Councilman Ventris.
Wait, did you want to do this one now?
We can do the resolution now. We'll just
Okay.
go into executive session.
Thank you, Mayor. So offered resolution 2025-36. Resolution of the Borough of Lake Como Council Executive Sessions. Whereas the Borough Council of the Borough of Lake Como has discussed matters which are not appropriate for discussion in a public meeting. And whereas these subjects fall within the exceptions to the Open Public Meetings Act and are permitted to be discussed in closed session pursuant to NJSA 10:4-12B 7. These are matters involving legal advice and the attorney-client privilege. The length is estimated to be less than 30 minutes, after which council will reconvene and action may be taken.
Have a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
O'Connor?
Yes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2025-1, offered by Councilman Ventries.
Thank you, Mayor. So offered our ordinance 2025-1, an ordinance of the Borough of Lake Como setting forth the salary ranges of certain Borough of Lake Como employees. Be it ordained of the mayor and council of the Borough of Lake Como that ordinance 2022-979 is hereby amended to provide for various salaries and hourly rates for various different borough employees. And these guides shall be in effect January 1, 2025. And all public works salaries will receive a 3.5% increase effective January 1, 2025 for the contract.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Question?
Question, what is the percentage of increase we're giving? They're going from 1 year to another.
So this is just a range?
Yeah,
We
but we
haven't
must
set the
increase,
salaries.
we must increase the range, right, or not?
I don't think the range is increased, has it?
I'm sorry, in reference to what particular,
In
talking about
general.
DPW?
No, in general, this ordinance has it.
There's a, sure.
So the ranges are adjusted based on the 3.5% increases that the different positions have gotten since 2022. So they've only gone up 3.5% per year.
Okay, just want to know what it was. Thank you.
So the top of the range has gone up, is that what you're saying?
Yes, yep, certain ones have been modified since the last time we did this. There's been changes in different positions in the offices. So that those changes are reflected in this ordinance, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Thank you.
I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
O'Connor?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 2025-37, offered by Council President Whitty.
So offer resolution 2025-37, a resolution of the mayor and council of the Borough of Lake Como providing for the making of a temporary appropriation. This is creating a temporary budget, not to exceed 26% of the operating of budget of 2024. This is needed to keep the borough running until the new budget is passed.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
O'Connor?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 2025-38, offered by Councilwoman Avala Doyle.
Thank you, Mayor. So offering Resolution 2025-38, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Lake Como that the proper officers be directed and authorized to make payment from the following accounts. The current account, $496,614.41. The water sewer account, $163,277.08. The general capital fund of $43,037. The grant fund account for $7,467.88. The tourism account for $42. Is that a credit of 42?
I just caught that now, I'm not certain.
And the ACH wire payments of $158,177.79 for a total of $868,532.16.
Can you do a quick calculation on that and see if that is a typo?
It is, no, it is a credit. If you look at the second page of that resolution, under
Gotcha.
Amazon
Yep,
Business,
it's there, it says credit,
Gotcha.
Amazon Business.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
Val Baladoyle.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution 2025-39, offered by Councilman Abalado.
Thank you, Mayor. So offering Resolution 2025-39, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Lake Como that the proper officers be directed and authorized to make payment from the following account: the New Jersey Natural Gas account for $645.71.
Thank you. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
Val Baladoyle.
Yes.
We are going to skip over Resolution 2025-40 at this time. Move to Resolution 2025-41, grant application offered by Council President Whitty.
So offer resolution 2025-41, Borough of Lake Como, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey. This is a grant application for $100,000 for improvements to Beaman Park. Site improvement will be lighting improvement, landscaping, and the reconstruction of the fence.
So just to clarify, Drew, this would be an application for a flat grant, would not be a matching grant, correct?
That's correct.
And the application would go to,
We're focusing in on the parking lot area.
but it's the DCA, right? It's the
Department of Community Affairs.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Whitty?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
Val Baladoyle.
Yes.
All right. At this time, the mayor and council will return to executive session with our council to discuss legal matters, and we will return afterwards. We should not be more than 10-15 minutes, and we will have something to report when we return, I'm sure. Thank you. We're going to go to the back. Okay, the time is 8:01, we are back on the record. Reporting out from our executive session, we received guidance from council on resolution 2025-40, which is now being offered by Councilman Ventries.
Thank you, Mayor. So offered Resolution 2025-40, resolution adopting the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs calculation of Lake Como's fourth round present and prospective need for affordable housing obligations. On March 20, 2024, Governor Murphy signed an act into law which established a new framework for determining and enforcing municipalities' affordable housing obligations under the New Jersey Supreme Court Mount Laurel Doctrine and the State of New Jersey's Fair Housing Act. The act provides that prior to the beginning of each new 10-year round of affordable housing obligations, beginning with the fourth round on July 1, 2025, the State of New Jersey Department of Community Affairs is tasked with determining municipal present and prospective needs in accordance with the formula that is established by statute. And the Department of Community Affairs is required to prepare and submit a report to the governor and legislature. In accordance with these requirements, the Department of Community Affairs provided a report setting forth its non-binding calculation of municipalities' present and prospective need for affordable housing for the fourth round, using the formulas in the statute. And the report determined that the Borough of Lake Como's present need obligation is 11 units, and its prospective need obligation is 19 units. We had a Zoom meeting with some of the experts in this field, and after meeting with them, our recommendation is be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Lake Como Monmouth County, State of New Jersey, as follows. The aforementioned recitals are incorporated herein as though fully set forth at length. The borough has determined that its present and prospective need obligations of 11 units and 19 units respectively, as calculated in the report, are accurate, and adopts these calculations as the determination of its fourth round affordable housing obligation, subject to all rights, reservation of rights, including but not limited to the right to adjust the number based on one or any of a number of conditions, the right to revoke this resolution in the event of a successful legal challenge, and the borough authorizes its professionals to file a declaratory judgment action with the program no later than 48 hours following the adoption of this resolution in accordance with the requirements of the Act. And, Mr. Mayor, perhaps you want to elaborate on that?
Well, I will say that this is the first time Lake Como has received any numbers from DCA, that being the fourth round of the Fair Housing Act. And the crash course that we've taken over the past few weeks, that was probably the best explanation that I've heard, Councilman Ventry, so I want to thank you for reading that. But to sum, and I'll pass it off to Peg too if you want to add anything, to sum it up, we've gotten numbers, we are accepting those numbers, and we will have our professionals work out a plan over the next few months on how we will meet those numbers, correct?
Yes. And the only thing I would add, Mayor, and to what the councilman indicated, is that those numbers were provided by DCA. It's based on their analysis of the regional need and the statewide need, and then they decide based on the location of this community what our piece of that need is. And it's based on things like their calculation of vacant land, their calculation of how many homes there are in town that might be low income owned and subject to rehabilitation funding. But our professionals, our engineer and our planner, have indicated that they can put together a plan that makes sense and it's going to be less intrusive than it would be if we don't do this. A builder could come in and say, I'm going to build in your town and I'm going to build these units and I'm going to build 4 times the number of units, and you have to let me do that wherever I want to do it because you don't have immunity. If we pass this resolution and move in court with a declaratory judgment and get the approval of the court, a builder can't do that. And so our planner and our engineer can decide for the community in conjunction with the mayor and council what our community wants to do to have affordable housing in the community, where they want it to be, and whether or not the community can sustain it. So we may change the numbers a little bit as we move forward because the resolution also has, as the councilman indicated, some reservation of rights. So it turns out if we don't have enough property or we can't figure out a way to place the affordable housing in a place that is not going to encumber or interfere with our residents and our community's needs, we can go back and adjust those numbers.
So this is the first step in the process?
Yes,
And by passing this, it gives the town protections.
correct.
Any other questions from council? Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Woody?
Yes.
Ventries?
Yes.
Alba Doyle?
Yes.
Thank you, the resolution passes. At this time, I'll take a motion to open for public comments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, anyone wishing to come to the mic for any type of public comment for the council can do so now.
Hi, everyone.
Just need your name.
Yeah, Wendy Buchanan, 528 North Boulevard. So, we were here at the last meeting, January 7th, and there's a appointing special tax counsel. Can someone just explain that to me, what that is?
Sure. You want to explain it?
Oh, I can, certainly. It's actually someone from my firm who handles tax appeals. And it's just, most communities have either the borough attorney or borough attorney's firm or somebody else who's schooled in tax appeals is appointed by the governing body to handle tax appeals. There's nothing unusual about it. It's just part of the legal services provided by counsel to the community. So when either the borough files an appeal to adjust a tax assessment, or whether an individual or property owner files an appeal, the town has to have counsel defending it. And so in this case, they appointed me, I think,
You were this year, yeah.
as,
So if we were to appeal to Mr. Fitzpatrick,
right.
and he lowered our taxes, then you would be involved, and that's what this special counsel is?
Well, yes,
You're
if,
the counsel for him?
yeah, I'm the counsel for the, yes, not for the assessor, for the mayor and council, but he's our expert. So
Okay.
he's the assessor, he puts the assessment on, you appeal the assessment, and you negotiate with him in conjunction with us.
I see. And then if we get nowhere with him,
Then we go to
the
tax
county.
board, right, the county tax
Okay.
board, right, and then if you get nowhere with them, you go to the court.
Truthfully, when I saw council, I thought there was like a council of
Oh,
people
okay.
that
No,
could be
it's
involved,
like-
and I wanted to be on that council. But I'm not an attorney, so I don't. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Seeing no one else, I'll take a motion to close.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Next meeting, please.
Next regular meeting of mayor and council will be held on Tuesday, February 4th, at 7:30 PM in the Lake Como Meeting Room. All meetings are open to the public.
I have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.